Name is Taran, and I'm a data center platform engineer. The setup was fairly simple. This is actually the first one I've set up, and I picked it up very quick. Overall, very easy deployment. The only time we've taken it down is when I personally messed it up. So that was all on me, and I can't fault NetApp at all. So we actually just added a new SAN onto our old one to scale it up and add new functionality. We had an issue not too long ago, which ended up being my fault, but they actually figured it out pretty quick. And we were able to determine, thankfully, before Memorial Day weekend, that it was indeed my fault and not an instability in the product with the new code. So we called in because it was a very severe issue. We had like a 20-minute outage because of it. And the issue didn't resolve itself when I had backed up my latest change, so we didn't think it was my fault. But everything just kind of took a while to come back up. So support, we called, got engaged, and it was pretty quick to resolve. So when you open the box, they actually give you a very nice diagram, which was my initial guide through ever setting up any type of NetApp SAN. And it worked itself out pretty well. I know a decent bit on the network side as well, so I might have an unfair advantage, but I connected everything up like they said in the diagram, and then I started going in through their documentation online and had set up most of the SAN by the time we had engaged with our engineer to actually set up the SAN. So it was fairly straightforward in my opinion. It does a really good job of what it's marketed to do. I mean, it's not as easy as a hyper-converged solution, but you're going to have a hard time finding anything anywhere that you can just plug in and run a deployment app. So I guess in that regard, I don't even know if they could make it work with a deployment app, but otherwise, it was easy enough already. So I don't really think there's any improvement needed. I mean, the product it works, but our vendor team is great. I love our account manager. Our tech guy is great. So it's just it's a confident feeling. I mean, I really can't fault them. I don't feel like I can give them a 10 just because that seems over the top. It's not a revolutionary product, but it's a very good product. So I guess an 8 because it's easy to deploy. It works well. And the reps are good, so, and support's great.